Good morning, everybody. It's Marty, the JavaScript party, and my buddy Rhett. She seems to be very excited about getting her walnut today. There you go. I don't know if she can. So I cracked it a little bit. I gave her one just like that last night, and I guess she must have really enjoyed it because she was very excited today. Ooh, let me move that there. There we go. There we go. All right. So yesterday, I don't have a whole lot of time. It's 8:43. Yesterday, I'm going to run my test. I think we found out that we have a few unit tests that are um, like not covered, or one function that isn't covered in the unit tests right now. We could check that by hitting this index. So that is a result of yesterday's. That's an artifact. I always have a hard time remembering that word. That is an artifact from yesterday's project. So you see, it says it's blocked. It's so weird because you have, like, you for some reason you have to do it from an empty tab. I don't know why, but and then it spawns a new tab. I don't. It's just so bizarre. But I think we had one unit test that had like 98% coverage, and if we dig into here, we see that it's this delete component by visualization ID. So we don't have any tests that run that currently right now. So let's go ahead and find that one. So it's in visualization service. So I guess the easiest way maybe to do this would be like to copy this name of the file and then hit Control P. Now I've definitely worked in many places where that would not work because like they name every component the same, or like they have a whole bunch of redundant duplicate names just in different folders and stuff like that. So, but since I only have one file per file name, that works. Close others. All right, so this is the guy that is not getting uh, covered. So we can go into our specification, which just happens to be in the same folder because that's how the CLI does it. When you generate a service, it will create a specification file in the same folder. And I guess we'll just find one. I don't know that we do anything. At some point, we must create a visualization, right? Well, oh wait, is that? Yeah, that's right. Okay. I was thinking maybe kind of looked like everything was all around, all around, like animations, but a lot around layout, which I guess makes sense. So let's see. Service get row availability. Where do we create a? See, at some point we need to create a viz component. Mock viz. See, I create all these mock viz and then original value. So here we create like a list of them. Oh, and I guess it's completely. Okay, so do we ever call create visualization in any of these functions? I would hope so. Wherever we call create visualization, we can probably, once whatever is done testing. Yeah, here we go. So in this should create a new visualization, we could also, once we do these expectations, um, we could do like a, mm, let's say const result. Let's see, we get a visualization ID, so now we want to delete by visualization ID. So, and this is the name of this is service. That's just how they name it when they create these, when they build out, when you use the CLI to build out the specification. So it's 8:47, so we still got time. to do delete, delete. Visualization for render ID. Not for delete. Am I feel like I'm in the right place. VIZ. Okay. So this actually just deletes the component, not the um, not the visualization. And we have a visualization ID on line 93 here. So, and basically want to just say, just want to run this, let her do her thing. I was sitting there trying to wonder this morning, like, why do I care? So now we have 100%. Why do I care so much about this? Why am I spending so much time on this sort of thing? And I think what happens is that, as when you become really like where you've done it all, like you've done a lot of um, um, all kinds of code and all that, like getting a little bit better is so valuable, right? Like when I go to a college class, especially if it's around computing and stuff like that, sometimes I'll just take a college class or I'll take some kind of course. My whole goal today is so different than it was like 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Like 30 years ago, I wanted to go to a course and learn a whole bunch. Now I go to a course to learn, maybe spend like 9 weeks, maybe 18 sessions to learn two tiny things because basically I feel like I have armor and I've learned all kinds of stuff for my armor and I'm like very, very powerful software developer. But there's little holes in my armor, and anytime I can fill out a little hole in my armor, that makes that being able to fill that little hole is so much more valuable than whenever I was like, oh, now I built out this whole new thing, you know. So um, now, like right now, I'm taking a course through my work on Cypress, and um, in that uh, in that course, like and I'm taking an old one. It's like 4 years old or whatever, because I'm trying to learn just like a lot of stuff about Cypress. Like I understand how to code in Cypress, but I don't understand the sort of concepts of Cypress, the domain of Cypress. Um, and so that's all I'm trying to do. So I'm taking it in a very different way. But like they also have another course, um, and the whatever that learning system is, I can't remember which one we use, but they also have a course in that um, where you end up with, or that's very like it's only like it was made this year, like a few months ago, and that one, like when I take that course, I want to be highly, highly fixated and focused on trying to find any small details to make my Cypress skills better. Um, and then the other thing is just normally when you're trying to understand something like this, like a basic foundational thing like deleting things, there's so many abstractions in modern day software that it's almost impossible to even get to it. um, all right, so it looks like we're at 100%. Everything is good. um, let's see, we can just double check with this and reload. um, so we have perfect, and that was easy, that was fast. So let's kill that, and then I want to run Cypress :run. And this will run it headlessly and just give me a report back. Just tell me if anything failed. Um, I think there's a very low chance of anything failing, but it is possible. I can imagine it. Um, because we changed um, just the way you delete things. But yeah, normally when I'm trying to work on a software on an Angular application, the application has so many abstractions in it that even understanding how something gets deleted or what all the different steps are and all that aren't really it just isn't feasible. It's just too complex. But with with this, we're so close at the beginning, it's not that hard to dig in and just understand what is happening here. Um, I am very frustrated because I would love to be building really cool visualizations right now, but um, you know, good things come to those who wait, I guess. Um, I just want to be closer tomorrow than I am today, and I want to be closer at the end of today than I was yesterday. And now that the unit tests are at 100%, and since that's a basic rule, oh, I don't think I ever started npm start. Since one of the requirements that I put on myself was that, hey, you aren't allowed to move forward until you got 100% coverage on unit tests. Well, now, yesterday we did not have 100%. Today we do have 100%. And now, um, I want to make sure that all my end-to-end tests still pass. Um, because, like when I was kind of working and testing, I wasn't trying all the different things. I wasn't trying changing views and stuff like that. Um, so, and it's nice to have these because like right now I'm just not thinking about keyboarding, right? I want to make sure this works through the keyboard, and I'm not even thinking about that. My brain is pointed at something completely different. All right, so we should be running now. Now let's run this guy. And then, so it has gotten pretty cold around here. I think it's like, yeah, 47 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I think it got down into the low 40s. We will get down into the teens a few times during the year. So it'll get like, I don't know. I think with Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is zero. So, and then I think it's like 2 point something, maybe 1.7 degrees Fahrenheit for Celsius. So if we're in the teens, that means we'd be like at -4 or something, I guess. Okay, so they're running. So far, so good. We are we were evaluating an organization to sort of help us create reports on our 508 or compliance. That's like, making the website available and work for like um, people who, maybe are challenged in some way, like maybe they have an eyesight issue or a mobility issue with their hands or something like that. So one of the things, it was funny because they were like, oh, you could easily um, run our service via Cypress. Like that's one of the things they support. And it was just like, so that means like every night it would run. Ooh, so it failed. And we have some screenshots. That is awesome, actually. Can I click on that? No. Okay. I've never seen one of these screenshots before, so I'm kind of excited about it. Screenshots, look at that. Now, I don't know, let's see. So the flow didn't work. So we definitely found a bug. That's awesome. I mean, like that is such a win for Cypress, right? Because like reflow, I have this concept where you're going to be able to place these things wherever you want to place them, and the way you if you have reflow checked, then it's supposed to replace them from zero, like across. Like as add a new one, it's just going to replace it. But if you have reflow check or off, it should once you move it, it should stay moved. It shouldn't, so that when you come back, you can see it the way you want to see it. Um, and that is not working. Anyways, I have got to go. I've got work in 3 minutes, so happy coding, everybody. Tomorrow we'll start trying to dig into this bug. Peace. Happy coding.